Sitting here with actor, writer, and producer Archie Vanguard. He is currently starring in G-Man Company's upcoming film, Idle Minds Version Deuce. Talk to us about how this film came back into the conscious world. I mean, technically, this was a dead film.
Well, Jay, I have to tell you, the whole process of this film, it's been a journey. It's just been a whole another aspect of my life that's made me look within myself and at certain sides of me that I haven't really seen before. I gave the script to Mark Stevenson. He liked it, and I was really honored to have a director like the Mark Stevenson, who's directed masterpieces such as The Chase, which remember I was in, and also the Waiting Room. Yes, I remember the Waiting Room.
Well, no, wasn't that called The Waiting Room actually?
That's what I said, Waiting Room.
Okay. So how did the process began with the script, obviously. Did you and Mr. Stevenson talk about the script? Did you?
We did. He had a few changes, which at first I didn't approve of because I thought that the first time I wrote the script, it was perfect. It was just perfect, beyond words. And he made a few changes, and he showed me the error of his ways. But that's what a great director does. He really he takes your script like a baby and he shakes it until it's right again. He shook that baby, and it came out as a beautiful script, that I could hold in my arms and take care of. And he really made the script what it was, what it is.
Okay. Then probably came the process of location, searching, and...
Well, you see, the original location was actually going to be in Tibet, because I feel the movie has a lot of Tibetan themes. I don't think I have to explain myself.
Okay. So then it went... Since you were already attached to the project, obviously, did it then go into the process of auditioning other cast members? Because there's two other people in the cast, and Mr. Stevenson actually is one of them. Mm-hmm. So how did it come to that he would also act in this movie, as well as the man who plays your best friend?
Well, I really wanted Mark Stevenson to be an intimate part of this movie, because he's so Guatemalan. Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
He's so brown. Like toffee.
He's like toffee.
Really, who doesn't like toffee?
I personally love toffee.
Me too. Yeah. I could eat it all day. Instead of making great films like Idle Minds. And that's just the main reason why I wanted to make that film.
Then, what about Aaron Scott, who plays your best friend? How did he end up getting into the project?
Well, Aaron Scott saw the script, and surprisingly, he liked it. Go figure. So he decided to be part of it, and who was I to say no to a fellow artist? Yeah.
All right. So you respected Aaron Scott, obviously. What was the there had to be a chemistry, obviously, because you guys are playing best friends. So just talk about what did you develop a friendship or relationship on camera? Did you rehearse? What is the relationship between you and Mr. Scott there?
Well, let me just say something. I know there's been a lot of news in the tabloids about the relationship between me and Scott, how we kind of have a little feud going on. But,
yes, it sounds like a rapper's feud almost.
Almost, except, with less bling.
Less bling? Less bling, okay.
And, you know, I just want to make it very clear about how I feel about Aaron Scott, and you know, I think Aaron Scott is a little fuck. I really do. I mean, he's an excellent actor, but he's proud, naive, short. He's just I just see him as the epitome of evil, you know? He eats puppy dogs for breakfast. That's right, he eats puppy dogs. Every morning he has a fresh bowl of sugar-coated Labradors. It's sick.
It sounds sick.
People who live in his neighborhood, their dogs are missing. A few days later. I admire that.
I probably do.
I mean, you know, he can really charm the audience.
Yeah.
Like Hitler. Hitler could charm the audience.
You're comparing...
So could Stalin. And Satan. Oh yes, I think I would compare Scott to Satan. But really, he's a terrific guy.
Okay.
He's
So, alright, so talk to us now about the actual shooting. From what I understand, it took... you were scheduled for 4.5 days, and you did it in 2 days of shooting, including pickups and retakes and all that. So discuss how that went about, because, you know, Mr. Stevenson is known for working fast and working very, very, without doing many takes. From what I'm told, you guys didn't do... Mark Stevenson.
Mark Stevenson does not need to take takes because he is the genius as he is. He can just film something in one take and bam.
But I heard some takes that took a long time. Most of them had to do with Mr. Scott. So was he a little nervous, Mr. Scott?
Well, yes, he was. He'd been taking a lot of drugs that morning, and he was apparently seeing stuff. Apparently, I remember there was one scene where where it was after the speech at the end where Mark Stevenson sat down on the couch, and he keeps screwing up his line. Apparently, when I asked him politely about why he kept screwing up, he said that there was a giant purple elephant.
There was a giant purple elephant?
A giant purple elephant, yes. Made of sugar.
Made of sugar?
Mm-hmm. And he was deciding whether to eat it or not because he was on a diet. He was on Atkins diet or something.
Oh, he was on an... Oh, okay.
Weight Watchers. I don't know how many points an elephant is on Weight Watchers. It's probably a lot. Maybe like 76 points. 76 points. You know, that much. A lot. Tough diet.
Was discuss the what you want the film, what the message of the film is, and what you want to convey.
The film, I want them to realize that, you know, TV, everything you see on TV or the internet or YouTube, especially YouTube, you know, it shouldn't. You should take it with a grain of salt.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Vanguard. And I'm told that you are... I heard next we're going to see you in in a remake. I believe the remake is Where the Wild Things Are. I believe you're being directed by Nicolas Cage this time.
That faggot? Not Nicolas Cage. Oh my God, he's like the worst actor in history. Like every film he does is the same exact thing.
Oh, I'm getting... well, maybe you could tell us about your next project.
I must have been high when I signed that contract.
Well, then maybe you could tell us what the next...
Agent.
Okay.
I don't even know what. I'm so high right now.
Well...
I don't know where I am. I don't know if it's real.
Alright, well, thank you for your time.
Stop looking at me!